Let me ask you something. Monday night, just 48 hours ago, what were you watching on TV? For most of you, I don't even need to ask the question because I already know the answer. You, along with me and almost 10 million others, we were watching Monday Night Football, which is fair enough. It was a great game, capped off an amazing weekend in the NFL. Now, I know some of you guys refuse to watch anything broadcast on ESPN since the network has become the worldwide leader in woke. So maybe you decided to watch WWE wrestling. Maybe you were watching Love and Hip Hop on VH1. Jesse Waters, Rachel Maddow, Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity. There were a variety of choices for you to choose from Monday night. This right here is my favorite time of the year. Not only because the NFL's starting up, but television in general, it's better through the fall and winter months. Me personally, I tend to hibernate during the summer because it's so disgustingly hot down here in the South. As soon as that first fall morning hits, like it has this week, I'm ready to go. Golf, traveling. Life for me is a hell of a lot busier September through May than it is during the summer months. But we all had a variety of choices Monday night. But the one thing most of us were not watching, the Emmy Awards. Did you guys even realize the Emmys took place Monday night? Did you even know? The only reason I knew they were on TV, we went to my parents' house for dinner Monday night. My dad had the Emmys on TV. Not because he was watching it. For some reason, my parents continue paying for an expensive satellite package, and they only watch local channels, mostly NBC. Why? I don't know. If I had to guess, they probably haven't learned how to use the remote and they don't know how to change the channel. For millions of people, the Emmys used to be appointment television. They easily drew 15, 20 million viewers every year. Since 2015, the Emmys have experienced a drastic decline in TV ratings. I wonder why. What happened after 2015 that would cause people to be turned off by celebrating Hollywood? You had the emergence of two things. One was Donald Trump. Hollywood celebrities, they claim to be fighting mythical racism while actively discriminating against orange people. The Emmys have turned into a celebration of Orange Man bad. And number two, the emergence of the woke fungus. Over the last several years, the woke fungus has infected Hollywood. They've been diagnosed with stage 4 wokemia. It's a terminal disease. Hollywood's always been liberal, but there's a huge difference between being liberal and being a woke shitfuck. Bill Maher is liberal, but he's also a common sense thinker. You might not agree with him politically, but Bill Maher, he has the ability to think rationally. He's not a group thinker, he has a mind of his own. Then you have someone like Jimmy the Kimmel. What a fucking pussy this guy is. I know this will be hard for my younger viewers to believe, but Jimmy Kimmel used to be funny. Yeah, hard to believe, right? A comedian that made people laugh. But just like his fellow lover of the butt bongo Howard Stern, Jimmy Kimmel has traded in his funny jokes for a ride on the woke cucumber. They have even designed a special cucumber for Jimmy the Kimmel. He has been pounded so many times the standard size cucumber no longer works. So they created a super-sized cucumber so Howie could properly pound Jimmy. Let me show you how unfunny this motherfucker is. Monday night, Jimmy the Kimmel lost to John Oliver in the late night category. Now, I like John Oliver. I know he's woke. He's more wide awake than Stephen A. Smith at Woke Bath Wednesday. But at least John Oliver can be funny. Now, that being said, his show only airs once a week, so I'm not sure how John Oliver can beat out someone like Greg Gutfeld, who wasn't even fucking nominated. Yeah, the number one show in late night television, the show that dominates everything else on TV. Greg Gutfeld more than doubles the ratings of John Oliver. But for some reason, his Emmy nomination got lost in the mail along with ratings for the WNBA dump. Jimmy the Kimmel, he was oh so upset Monday night after he was told once again that he's a loser. Oh, why am I such a loser? Why do people think I'm not funny? I spent the last year telling Orange Man bad jokes. The audience laughed their ass off. Jimmy, We had to pipe in that audience laughter. You would not allow people inside the studio because you were afraid of the COVID. Only Anthony Fauci was allowed inside, and the noises we heard while he pounded your bongo were frightening. Jimmy the Kimmel, he decided to express his sadness in a way that would elicit laughter. Most great comedy, it comes from a place of pain, a place of sadness. Now, unfortunately for Jimmy the Kimmel, that was not the case. Watch what this dumbass did. Roll the film. Oh, Jimmy, you're hysterical. That was great comedy. I can't stop laughing. Ha 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 ha. They should not have stopped dragging him once they got off stage. They should have drug his ass straight to the fucking dumpster. Deposit him in the WNBA dump next to his butt buddy Howie. Believe it or not, Jimmy the Kimmel, he was relentlessly attacked Monday night by something called Black Twitter. Here we go again with the Black Twitter shit. They accused Jimmy Kimmel of having white privilege. Here we have another case of the woke turning on the woke. KC, how in the fuck did that Unfunny sketch represent white privilege? Hell if I know. According to the Virgins, Jimmy the Kimmel used his white privilege to interrupt a black actress who was accepting her award. Now, if this had taken place while a white actress was accepting an award, they would label that misogyny or white-on-white crime, the latter of which is legal under woke commandments. Check out this graph. This graph shows ratings for the Emmys for the last 30 or so years. Notice the drop around 2015-2016 when Hollywood was diagnosed with Trump derangement syndrome. Monday night, the Emmys set record low ratings for the second time in 3 years. Less than 6 million people tuned in to watch this disaster unfold. Perhaps they were turned off by the setup. The Emmys, it looked like they were being held in a fucking warehouse. I'm not kidding you. It looked like the offices of the WNBA dump. Now, perhaps the majority of people are just no longer interested in award shows. Maybe it's cord cutting, even though this aired on broadcast television. The mainstream media, they will invent all these excuses as to why normal people don't give a fuck about Hollywood. But the real reason is obvious. People are tired of the woke bullshit. Just 2 years ago, the Emmys were given a warning. 2019, it was the first time the show drew less than 10 million viewers. 2020, Ricky Gervais was the host. In his opening monologue, he gave Hollywood a warning. Watch for yourself.
Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and... So... It's already 3 hours long.
Obviously, Hollywood didn't listen. I told you guys a second ago, Greg Gutfeld wasn't nominated for an Emmy. You know who they decided to give that opportunity to instead? Samantha Bee. Samantha fucking Bee, who just had her show canceled by TBS because she couldn't draw an audience. I guess her honey didn't bring all the bees to the yard. The celebration of woke continued when they awarded Lorne Michaels in Saturday Night Live. Are you out of your fucking mind? Saturday Night Live? Saturday Night Live hasn't produced one memorable sketch in over a decade. When's the last time someone laughed at Saturday Night Live? I'm not talking about them laughing because the show's pathetic. I mean laughing because they produced something funny. When's the last time that happened? Hell, when is the last time someone watched Saturday Night Live? Now, in his acceptance speech, Lorne Michaels, he talked about how difficult it was working through the COVID. I don't know if you had it here, but in New York, the last 2.5 years, we have been infected with the Fauci fungus. I know Lorne Michaels has 9 toes in the grave, but is he really this out of touch? The Emmys were in California, a state where they're still trying to force children to wear masks. But no, Lorne, no. The rest of us peasants, we didn't have to deal with the lizard. Gina Davis was also awarded for her work in the industry. Gina Davis, she founded the Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media. The organization was founded over her concerns of how women were represented on television. Now, I was rather confused by this. The last I checked, Hollywood can't define a fucking woman. How are women misrepresented on television? Who is Gina Davis trying to help? Women like Rachel Levine? Women like Leah Thomas? Did they have a biologist at the Emmys to confirm gender for these women? Hell, can any of these people define a woman? Is Gina Davis a woman, or is she a birthing person who identifies as non-binary? These are all questions none of us care to know. Just like the last several years, the 2022 Emmys was a gathering of patients diagnosed with Trump derangement syndrome. The Trump bashing, it wasn't as overt as it's been the last few years, but it was still there. Donald Trump's been out of office for almost 2 years now? For the last 2 years, we have been subjected to bumbling Biden and his brain-dead administration. These people fuck up so often, it is damn near impossible not to make jokes at their expense. But you know how many times bumbling Biden was mentioned at the Emmys? None. Not one joke, not one statement of praise. It's like Joe Biden doesn't even exist in Hollywood, which is fine. That's fine, since most of us wish he didn't exist in the White House. Just to summarize, to sum it up, the Emmys were another disaster. Jimmy Kimmel once again proved he's a fucking loser. People worthy of being awarded or nominated weren't even nominated at all. And for the 4th year in a row, America told Hollywood, we don't give a fuck about you. But let me know what you guys think. Did any of you watch the Emmys Monday night? Hell, before watching this video, did you guys even know the Emmys took place Monday night? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.